Hi everyone, in a previous video with model Aspen Angel, we showed how we can make 95% nitric acid from household products, namely stump remover from the spectroside brand, which consists of nearly 100% of potassium nitrate, and drain opener from the liquid lightning brand, which is 93% sulfuric acid. But several people complained that not everybody has a distillation apparatus at home. So in this video, we are going to show how to achieve the same results without any specialized apparatus. So for this experiment, you will need a Pyrex container. Unfortunately, mine is just regular glass, but it should be okay. We will see why. So a container, and then here I have a small beaker that will serve as a support that I will put inside. Okay, and then a bigger beaker that can fit inside the drawer, and it will be on top of it like this. Okay, so let me actually insert. So this will go like this, this will go on top of it. Fine. And then we need a lid that will be inverted, or whatever piece of glass that is like a cone, something that have an inside that can go down into this container. So I've just broke the lid, so instead I'm going to use this throw-in flask. It's okay, it's not pointy, but it's round, it goes below the rim of the container. So let me try to show better. You see? So what is going to happen is that we're going to put our mixture of potassium nitrate and sulfuric acid in the drawer. We are going to heat it up. It will start to boil, and in this Florence flask, I'm going to put some cold water, ice water, and then when the vapors will reach the top, they should condense and the pure nitric acid should fall into the inside container. So that's the idea. So okay, let me put the mixture in the drawer, and then we are going to heat it up slowly because it's regular glass. We don't need to heat up at a very high temperature. Pure nitric acid boils at, I think, at 67 degrees Celsius or so. Now, of course, it's a mixture, so it will the boiling temperature will be higher, but we don't need to raise the temperature above 120 degrees Celsius, and regular glass can withstand up to 200 degrees Celsius. So that's fine, but we will have to be careful not to heat up too fast because regular glass cannot withstand thermal shock as good as Pyrex. Alright, so let me put the mixture inside, and then we are going to heat it up. Alright, so the potassium nitrate is inside the drawer, and now I'm going to pour the sulfuric acid. By the way, I forgot to mention, I have 50 grams of potassium nitrate, and my sulfuric acid is 93% concentrated. So that means that in order to have a complete reaction, I need to use 57 mils of sulfuric acid. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pour by making sure that I don't pour it into the inside container. So let me avoid going too fast. Yes, that's good. Right, and then I'm going to cover it with this. And I forgot to put some cold water into the Florence flask, so let me do it now. Okay, so I have my ice water. Everything is ready, so I'm going to turn on the heater and I'm going to check with a thermometer that I'm not heating too fast. Now you can see that the temperature is about, the temperature of the plate is about the temperature for boiling water, so 100 degrees Celsius. It won't get any hotter, so that means that my glass jar should be able to withstand the temperature. Now, of course, inside it's not boiling yet because the temperature inside hasn't reached the temperature. But there are some bubbles that are forming, so yeah, it should work. We just have to be patient. And it's a success. We have our first drop of nitric acid that is forming. You see that yellow drop? Now, it is important to wipe the Florence flask or the lid that you will use in order to prevent the condensation to go inside, otherwise you will get some diluted nitric acid. Okay, but here that drop that just fell into the beaker, that was a nitric acid drop. Okay, so the temperature still need to rise. Right now the plate is over 220 Fahrenheit, but the inside mixture is not yet at that temperature. Okay. So, oh yeah, we can clearly see that yellow drop that just fell. Okay, so definitely it's working. So we can now see that we start to have a few mils of nitric acid in our collecting beaker. So far so good. As you can see, it got dark, so I'm going to interrupt the experiment here, but you see the point, it works, and I'm going to prove that what we have is highly concentrated nitric acid. Okay, so let me turn this off. This shouldn't be too hot. Yeah, that's good. And let me see if this is not too hot. I can take it out. Yep, that's good. So we have a little bit more than 10 mils, and the maximum yield that we could have is 41 mils. So maybe that's what I would have obtained if I would have let the experiment go until the end. But let's see if what we have is really concentrated nitric acid. So I have here, I don't know if we can see it, a piece of copper. Alright, so I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to put a little bit of acid on it, and alright, it's not easy. So it reacts slowly because of passivation. So I'm going to add a little bit of water, and I didn't put, yeah, you see now with water, strong reaction. So it works. Alright, so we made concentrated nitric acid with no distillation apparatus. If you like this video, please give it thumbs up, write a comment, and share it on your social media.